You're overreacting. If you're a highly sensitive person, this is the sentence that instantly makes your stomach drop. And if you're not an HSP, this simple phrase can wound someone far more deeply than you think. Because for an HSP, being told they're overreacting doesn't feel like feedback. It feels like rejection. And today, we're going to talk about the 10 things you should never say to a highly sensitive person, along with the real psychological reason these phrases hit so hard. Before we begin, if you care about understanding yourself better, or if you want healthier relationships with the sensitive people in your life, I'd love to invite you to subscribe to Mind Reset. We post weekly videos that help you navigate emotions and relationships in a clear way. All right, let's dive in. The first one is, "You're too sensitive." This phrase feels like a lifetime of criticism packed into 3 words. Most HSPs have heard this since childhood, from parents, teachers, friends, partners. After a while, it becomes something you start telling yourself. But here's the truth. Highly sensitive persons aren't too anything. Their brains process emotions, sound, tone, and social cues more deeply. Telling them they're too sensitive is like telling a person with sharp hearing to stop hearing so well. It makes them feel defective, when in reality, they are simply wired differently. Another sentence that stings is, "It's not that serious." For an HSP, emotional experiences hit faster and deeper because their nervous system reacts more quickly. Something that feels minor to others can feel overwhelming to them. When someone tells them it's not serious, it invalidates that inner intensity. It sends the message, your reaction is wrong. And that makes an HSP feel lonely inside their own feelings. What they need isn't minimization, it's acknowledgement. Then there's just get over it. This one cuts because it completely ignores how the HSP brain works. HSPs don't hang on to things because they want to. They hang on to things because their brains literally process emotional experiences more slowly and with more detail. They replay events, analyze them, and absorb the emotional information. Telling them to just get over it sounds like a demand to shut down their entire emotional system immediately. It doesn't help them move forward. It adds pressure and shame. Another one that many HSPs hear is, "You think too much." And they do, but not because they're trying to. Deep thinking is part of the HSP trait. They notice things, analyze conversations, replay moments, and make connections that others don't even see. Their brain is wired for deeper processing. Telling an HSP to stop thinking so much is like telling a naturally fast runner to slow down their legs. It's impossible, and it makes them feel guilty for their natural mental style. "You're being dramatic." This one is especially painful because HSPs often try not to create conflict or emotional scenes. They usually hold things in, think before speaking, and try to avoid being a burden. When someone calls them dramatic, it feels like an attack on their integrity. It suggests that their emotional experience is exaggerated or fake, when in reality, they're just expressing what they genuinely feel inside. Nothing feels more invalidating than having your real emotions labeled as performance. "You need to toughen up." This phrase is basically a rejection of an HSP's entire personality. It suggests that sensitivity equals weakness, when scientifically, it doesn't. Studies show that highly sensitive people have stronger empathy, higher awareness, and a more responsive nervous system. They are attuned, careful, observant, emotionally intelligent. These are strengths. But being told to toughen up teaches them that their traits are flawed and must be fixed. It creates shame instead of resilience. "Calm down." This phrase has never, in the history of humanity, calmed anyone down, especially an HSP. When emotions rise, an HSP needs understanding, safety, and space, not a command. Being told to calm down feels dismissive and condescending. It communicates that their feelings are inconvenient, not legitimate, and that makes their emotional intensity rise even more. Stop taking everything personally. HSPs don't choose to take things personally. Their brain picks up on subtle cues like tone changes, facial expressions, hesitations, energy shifts. They notice emotional information others filter out. What looks like taking things personally is actually responding to signals their brain is designed to catch. Hearing this sentence makes them feel overly sensitive or needy, when in reality, they're just aware. You're too emotional. If you're an HSP, you already know you feel emotions strongly. You've spent your entire life noticing how quickly your feelings shift. You don't need anyone pointing it out. It's not helpful, it's hurtful. This sentence reinforces the fear many HSPs have. My emotions are too big for other people. It makes them hide their feelings, shut down, or keep everything inside to avoid judgment. And finally, you're exhausting. This is the deepest wound an HSP can receive. It targets their worst fear, that their feelings, thoughts, and reactions are too much for someone to handle. When someone says this, the HSP immediately pulls back, shuts down, or stops sharing. It creates long-lasting self-doubt and makes them feel like they need to change who they are to be loved. So if you're a highly sensitive person, please remember this. Your sensitivity is not a problem. Your emotions are not wrong. Your depth is not a burden. You are simply built with a nervous system that feels, notices, and processes more than most people. And that is a real, measurable trait, not a flaw. And if you're someone who loves an HSP, understanding these things can completely change your relationship with them. Support, not correction, is what helps them thrive. Tell me in the comments, which of these sentences have you heard the most? I'd love to hear your experience. And don't forget to subscribe to Mind Reset for weekly videos that help you understand yourself, your emotions, and your relationships better.